Hey guys, Doom from Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you My Hero Academia Season 8, Episode 8, titled Izuku Midoriya Rising. After All for One takes over Shigaraki's body, the heroes must fight as one big team to defeat him. So, didn't have much time to discuss the last episode, so I tried to do as much as I could during the actual reaction, but there was more I could have touched on, but I'm going to let this one play out and then try to talk to them together because, as I said in the last reaction, this is the end. The epilogue starts in the next episode. So, yeah, we'll just talk about the whole final battle as one. So let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, hey, even the Shiketsu ones are there. He really is a lot more lucid than he usually is. Yep, everyone except for Uraraka. And I'm pretty sure Tokoyami as well. Here. Hey, there's Kendo. I want to go back and at the end of this and actually look at everyone who shows up. Because there's a lot of people who didn't have really big roles. Like, I don't actually remember what Kami did during the final war. The Shiketsu. They were just guarding the, like, transfer of people, yeah? Though they did look a little beat up, so I wonder if for the epilogue the opening's gonna change. You know how they used to have like two openings or two endings per season? And then I don't think they did for season 7? Or maybe I'm confusing that with Vigilantes. Because pretty much everything we've seen in this opening has already happened. Bubble Girl. The Todorokis. So Natsu has a higher constitution to heat than his mum and sister. Showing he's got a little bit more of his dad in him than he would probably like. Sarah and Todoroki now working together as opposed to the sports festival. Everyone was memeing on the fact that the final battle is just against this big depressed guy. Oh, 13. Midoriya, you. He's still got the embers. Guy's shirt. And there goes 13. I don't actually know if she gets taken out or not. Not gonna get in there, Aoyama? Because, I mean, we know, Aizawa can't do that much against, All for One. It makes me laugh that, Snipe just has a gun. Also, I think that was Manga, the big red bricks. Yeah. He sort of learnt against about All Might's fight. Well, you got your path. Because All Might did say he was overcome by emotions, so his attack combinations were sloppy and everything. Now he's depressed with he's got no emotions, so it's all just focused. I didn't remember getting. There's a lot I don't remember. Was that the girl from his village? The cuts to Sue's family. I'm starting to think I didn't actually read these chapters and just listen to chapter breakdowns. Damn, that almost turned solid sound. It's literally taking every single hero possible to just get him to the final boss. You did say there's nothing scarier than an injured hero. Even Gentle say. Death Arms. Yeah, they were a little too busted up to Ida. They were gonna kamikaze. I think that's what that just said. But what was going on with All for One's quirk there? Because that looked like the sludge wall coming out of his um hand. Hey, even he got a. I think you're a wee bit late for that, but at least you're doing something. Yeah, the American fr- president send all the heroes to Japan at the moment that Deku's throwing his final punch. Not even a state or country or anything. Just smash. Because this is beyond just a small group of people. This is everyone. Hmm. And it had been compounded even once more. So Midoriya just killed a man. And that's the glowing light that they all reach towards in the opening. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, Bakugo. He did. First he said Todoroki's name properly, and then he said, "Don't let me overtake you." Not gonna lie, I thought that Kuroguri was about to warp All for One away so that he couldn't latch on to any of them because he's saying, "My body's gone. If I latch onto them, I'll take over their body, and then that'll be it. Start it all again." So if the body's gone, when no one else can be, then He's devolving. Hmm. Oh, you even awakened Shigaraki. In the end, Shigaraki got his childhood dream. He went out in a heroic move. Can't not laugh at Kamino's face, even in a moment like this. And there we have it. The final war is over. All the villains are defeated and or destroyed. Um, Shigaraki's dead, All for One's dead. There was never anything showing what happened to Toga after she made the blood infusion to revive Uraraka. There was never anything shown about what happened to I was gonna use his real name, but Darby. I forget what he's Toya. That's it. There was never anything shown this season about what happened to him after his battle with the entire Todoroki family. And we saw them cutting off Rei and Fuyumi. Um, Spinner got taken into custody last season. We saw that. Who was left of the league after that? Because Compress was already accounted for. Kurogiri, he dissipated at the end there. Um, who else was there? Skeptic we saw got taken in. Was that everyone? I feel like I'm missing some. But yeah, there was everyone's either dealt with, dead, or presumably one of the two from what we've seen. But everyone across the world cheering him on, everyone who he's directly interacted with in the movies, all the people from various different safe zones, people watching on from their houses from different countries, all of them fighting, uniting to behind this one kid to take out the final boss. Every single person had to come together in the end to take down the evil. And yeah, it really is impactful. I do wish I wasn't so tired so it would have hit a little harder, but just seeing them all come together, once we haven't seen in action for a while, and when we did, they didn't really have good standing. Like, I pointed out 13. She was in the last war. I don't think we actually saw her do much. Um, Death Arms came out of retirement. Everyone who had already fought was out there despite being severely injured. Also, Midoriya could land that one last blow. And in the end, even that wasn't enough. He had to convert his greatest villain, awaken the true Shigaraki outside of All for One's manipulation. And to be fair, All for One inadvertently helped with that by revealing, hey, I'm behind everything, including you accidentally killing your family. And your dad abusing you. All of that. Like, sure, that helped, but it was the combined effort of that generation's greatest hero and greatest villain to take out, to deliver the final blow. And just Shigaraki's message of, hey, I didn't even really destroy anything. Even your hands that I decayed, they're back now. Like, I failed, but just just tell my friend that I died trying to destroy. Um, I thought that when Yoichi said that he awoke the others, because Yoichi was just this tiny little flicker. Yet when it showed the others, it was Shigaraki, um, number two. I think Lariat was there. Trying to find the exact scene. Um, yeah, and and Nana. All of them were actually also number three. Were actually partially formed. So I thought they were going to get in on the fight as well, but in was just Shigaraki. And we did see Nana's little ember flicker away when Shigaraki's like, "Hey, she protected me." In the same way that Midoriya protected Yoichi for that final blow, Nana um protected Shigaraki from being consumed. But yeah, this is in a sense just a form of Tokunojutsu, but it wasn't purely Midoriya's words, which is why it's not as bad as some versions of that. Because Midoriya alone would not have been able to get round to Shigaraki. Even Midoriya with the vestiges wasn't quite getting around. Like, yeah, he made his resolve falter, but there was no guarantee that it would have worked properly until All for One decided to open his mouth. And yeah. But the next episode starts the epilogue. Um I don't know whether I'm going to do it this week or if I'm just going to do 2 episodes again next week and then 1 and 1. But we'll see what I decide in a couple of days when I'd be putting that one out anyway. But yeah. And the next episode is titled something that we've seen like 3 or 4 times now. The first one I'm pretty sure is in season 2. No. No, it's related to in season 2, but maybe we haven't seen it as much as possible, as much as I thought. I don't know where the word possible came from in that sentence, but I could have sworn we saw it a couple times. No. Not up to season 5 now and still haven't seen it once. There's one in season 5. There's 2 in season 6. Pretty sure there's at least one more. Not in memories. Actual season 7. Nope. It's a 3-part story, I guess. It's a Hellish Todoroki family part. Final is the next episode. I thought there were already 3 parts and this was the 4th, but anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.